Hey everyone, I just wanted to share a couple of things. I have been working way over time with people trying to help them, cope with this whole coronavirus stuff and, just the basic therapy stuff that you may be dealing with. And there's been some really creative, interesting things that people have been coming up with that I think have been helping them cope with being like quarantined and having to stay at home, their fears about this disease. So I thought I would share a couple of things like coping skills, just to see if that would help. Um, some things that people have been doing has been like people are feeling kind of out of control, panicky, anxious, and so what we've been talking to people about is doing like, what can you control? What can you do? People kind of freeze up or they get angry or they get, like amped up, and so it's like, what can you do? A lot of times that anxiety means you want to take some sort of action. You're feeling kind of helpless or hopeless. So some of the things that you can do that have been actually helping people is taking care of stuff around your house, cleaning up. People have been saying like this one thing that's been super important is actually staying in a clean environment, taking care of their environment, trying to create routine, create schedule, making sure that you're actually following through with things that you would normally do as best as you can. It's really tricky if your kids are at home and you're having to do different things. I know for some of the parents out there, that's especially tricky. But trying to have as much routine as possible for both you and your kids. But a lot of people are also home alone by themselves and getting kind of lonely and isolated. And so, obviously everybody's kind of knowing about doing these kind of check-in things. But there are some other things that people have been doing that have been so creative. I love all these people who are like singing out of their homes, doing kind of like little performances. I've seen a DJ doing stuff out of their house, going for, brief walks around the neighborhood, trying to at least stay connected in some way. People have been doing these cool groups. I know like online concerts, Broadway is doing a whole thing where you can just like see different Broadway plays online, and on the television, which is kind of cool. The one thing that I thought was really cool that I wanted to share with everybody that I've been thinking a lot about is, we've been hearing about the shortages, like we're having shortages of masks, medical supplies, things like that. But Joann's has put out a thing where they're teaching people how to make masks, and then you can like donate them. But also like you can have them for the grocery stores and places, that you go. They're also needing some sort of protection. So having like handmade masks from the community is actually really helpful. They're supposed to be really easy. So I thought that was a kind of a neat thing. I heard that Project Angel Food is needing help with donating, like delivering food to people who are really in need of meals. And so, you just go and pick it up and take it to somebody and drop it off at their doorstep. So not bad. Anyways, just wanted to share a couple of thoughts. If I hear more stuff, I'll put it out there. But I just wanted to kind of give people a shout out. Hope everybody's staying safe.